morning, students. You all are welcome to this video. I am your math teacher Tomojit Pal, and today I am going to discuss about a very beautiful chapter from your math syllabus, that is units of measurements. As you can see, the name of the chapter is units of measurements. So today's agenda, that means today on which topic we are going to discuss. So today's agenda is, first we will discuss about the introduction of this chapter. That means in this part we are going to discuss about what is units. Okay, how we will get some idea about the definition of units. Okay, now next topic that we are going to discuss today is the different measuring units. And at the last part of this video, we are going to discuss about the conversion of units. Okay, so all of you please pay attention to this video and try to learn something from this video. Okay, so let's start. So we will start with some kickstart question. So first question is, how many cupcakes tall are you? I am repeating the question, how many cupcakes tall are you? Now I think it sounds absurd. Okay, so next question, how many handfuls of water can you drink? Now handful of water means, now see, you can see this image. This is called handful. So how many such handful of water you can drink in one day? Okay, so if I ask this one, I think it also you can say some, that means you can say that yes sir, I drink 10 such handful of water in a day. Okay, so obviously it also sound absurd. Now how many rocks do you weigh? Okay, this also you can say that sir, we can measure our weight with rocks. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we will try to search the answer of this question from this video. Okay, now that means from these three questions we have some idea that we are measuring something. So in the first question we are measuring the height, that means tall, that means we are measuring the height. Now in the second question we are measuring the volume of water that we are drink in a day, volume or capacity. Now in the third question we are measuring the weight. We are measuring the weight of our body. Now if I ask that, how many feet tall are you? How many feet tall are you? That means you will say that sir, my height is 4 feet, or you can say that sir, my height is 4.5 inch, 4 feet 5 inch. I think that sound quite familiar. Now if I ask that, how many liters of water you drink in a day, then you will say that sir, I drink 8 liter, 2 liter or 3 liter of water in a day. Now if I ask that, how many what is your weight, or I can ask that, how many kg your weight is. Now you will say that sir, my weight is 30 kg or 35 kg or 25 kg. I think these questions are quite familiar with us. Okay, so that means we are measuring height, or we are measuring the weight of our body, or we are measuring the volume of something with some units. That means feet, kg, okay, liter. So what is unit? What what is unit? Now let's see the definition of units. See the definition of unit. Now unit, the definition is to measure something like length, mass or capacity. We compare it with a fixed measure of something. We are comparing it with a fixed measure of something, and that fixed measure is called unit. So I am repeating the definition: to measure something like a length, mass or capacity, we compare it with a fixed measure of something, and that fixed measure is called unit. Now what is this? Suppose your mother told you that, Babu, please go to the shop and buy some amount of flour, or you can say that or she can say that, buy 7 kg of flour or 6 kg of flour for me. Then you will go to the shop and you will ask to the shopkeeper that, uncle, please give me 6 kg of flour. Now the uncle, what he will do, you can see in the shop this type of machine is there, and this is called balance beam. This is called balance beam. This is called balance beam. Now what he will do, this is called pan. This is called pan of the balance beam. Now in one pan he will put the standard weights. Now you can see these are the standard weights. These are the standard weights. Now how many standard weights are there? Here we have 6 1 kg weights are there. 6, each weight is 1 kg, so 6 such weights are there. That means here we have total 6 kg standard weight. So in one pan the shopkeeper will put these standard weights, and in another pan he will put the flour, and he will balance these two pan. Now after balancing he will give you this flour to you and say that yes, he will say that yes, take this, take your 6 kg of flour. Okay, so this is now what he is doing. He is comparing this flour with this 6 kg standard weight. That means he is comparing. He is comparing. So actually he is measuring this weight of this flour with this standard weights. So comparing. So this is the unit. This kg is the unit. This kg is the unit. So I think you have some idea about this. Now next example I will take. Suppose if I ask that, what is your height? Then what you will say? You will stand in front of this scale. You will stand in front of this scale, and this is your height. See, you will stand in front of this scale and measure this height, measure your height, and you will see that yes sir, my height is 120 centimeter. Sir, my height is 120 centimeter. That means you are measuring your height with this scale. So you are comparing your height with this scale. So this comparing with this fixed unit, that means centimeter. So this is unit. Okay. So I think you all have some idea about this unit. What is unit? Okay. So the definition of unit, I am again repeating the definition of unit: to measure something like a length, mass or capacity, we compare it with a fixed measure of something, and that fixed measure is called unit. So here we are measuring this flour with 1 kg. We are measuring this flour with 1 kg. So this 1 kg is the unit. Now we are measuring our height with centimeter. Now how many centimeters is our height? Is 120 centimeter. So this 1 centimeter is the unit. So I think the definition of unit is clear to all of you. Okay, now we will go to our next agenda, that is measuring units. Measuring units. Now you have n number of things to measure. You have n number of things to measure, just like the weight of something, the length of something, the volume of something. You will measure time. Okay, so there are n number of things to measure. So basically there are n number of units also. Now in a broad classification, we can divide the measuring unit into two. That means we can classify the units into two broad classification, and that is, first one is the standard units, and the second one is the non-standard units. Now under the standard units, the examples are gram, kg, meter, centimeter, second, hour, etc. In non-standard units, the examples are cubit, handspan, etc. Now you can see, first we are going to discuss about the non-standard units. Now non-standard units, the examples are, first one is handspan. The handspan is this one is handspan. That means the length from the tip of your thumb to the tip of your little finger when the palm is expanded. When your palm is expanded, then the length between the tip of your little finger and the tip of your thumb, that is handspan. This length is handspan. Now cubit, what is the length of the cubit? Cubit means from your elbow, tip of your elbow to the tip of your middle finger, that means this amount of length is called 1 cubit. This is also 1 unit. Foot span, so this length is the foot span. Okay, pace, so this length is pace. This length is space. So these are one kind of unit, and these are all non-standard unit. Now why? Now if I want to say measure, suppose you all have your mobile phone in front of you, mobile phone or tab or monitor screens are there. Now all of you have those devices in front of you. Now if I ask that measure the screen of your phone with your finger, or measure the screen of your phone with your handspan. Now you will say that, sir, my phone, the handspan is, there are 3 handspan or 4 handspan. The length of the screen of my phone is 4 handspan. Now I will go and measure the screen of your phone. Now I will say that no, your phone is, according to my handspan, the length of the screen of your phone is 2 handspan. Now your mother will come and measure the screen of your phone, and she will measure that, no sir, it is coming 3. So the value of the handspan will be different for different people. It will be not fixed. The value will coming different from different people. The cubit also, the people whose length between this elbow to the middle finger, the tip of the middle finger, the people whose length of this distance is big, for them the value will come different, and those are having short hands, there also the value will coming different. So the value of this handspan, cubit, foot span, pace, these values will come different for different people. So that's why this is called non-standard units. Now if I talk about the standard units, that means this kg is a standard units. See, for different, suppose if your mother say that yes, bring 20 gram 200 gram of potato from the shop, now we will go and bring some, bring the 200 gram of potatoes. Okay, now your father also go, if your father go, then also the amount of the potato will be same. If your mother will go, then also the amount of potato will be same. That means this value, if I measure the commodity with the standard weight or standard units, then the amount or value will be same for all other peoples. So that is why this is called standard units. Okay, so see, if I ask that what is the length of this pen, now you will take a scale and you will measure the length of this pen, and you will see that yes sir, this is of 3 inches. Now this length will be 3 inches for every scale. If you take a bigger scale or smaller scale, then also the length will be same. Okay, so this value or this unit, the value will not differ for different people. It will remain same, the value will be remain same for these units. So that is why it is called standard units. Okay, now so we have got that for different measurement we are using different scale. That means for measuring lengths, we are using meter, kilometer, centimeter, inches, feet, etc. Now for measuring capacity or volume, we are using liters, kiloliter, milliliter, centimeter cube, etc. For mass, we will use gram, kilogram, milligram, etc. So these are the units that we will use. Okay, so this is the measuring units that we will use. Okay, now the most important part of this chapter, that is conversion of units. Very important. Or you can say, better we will give this heading, that is metric system. First we will discuss about this metric system, then we will learn how to convert one unit to another unit. So metric system. So first of all I will make a ladder. First one I will write kilo, then hecto, then deca, then base unit, then deci, then centi, then milli. So these are the metric system. Now, so this is the metric system. Now, if we want to measure the mass of any commodity, then for measuring the mass, the base unit will be gram. Okay, and we will write gram as gm, gram. For measuring the length, this base unit will be meter. We will write meter as m. For measuring the capacity or volume, we will use the base unit as liter. We will write liter as L, small l. So for measuring the lengths, we have unit like kilometer, hectometer, decameter, meter, decimeter, centimeter, millimeter. So these are the units of length. Now, mass, for measuring the mass, we will have kilogram, hectogram, decagram, gram, decigram, centigram, and milligram. Now, for measuring volume or capacity, we will use kiloliter, hectoliter, decaliter, liter, deciliter, centiliter, milliliter. Now we will write the abbreviation. Kilometer can be written as km, hectoliter can be written as hm, decaliter can be written as dm, meter can be written as m, decimeter can be written as small dm, centimeter can be written as small cm, Millimeter can be written as small m l. Kilogram kg, hectogram hg, decagram dg, gram g, decigram small dg, centigram small cg, milligram small mg. Now kiloliter, it is kl, hectoliter it is hl, decaliter it is dl, liter it is l, deciliter it is small dl, centiliter it is small cl, milliliter it is small ml. So these are the abbreviation. So in this chapter we will use these units. Okay, now how we are going to convert from one unit to another unit. See, in this ladder, if we come from high to low, that means if we come from high to low, we will multiply. And if we want to come from low to high, we will divide. If we come from high to low, we will multiply. If we come from low to high, we will divide. This one we have to remember very carefully. That means if we want to, now we will learn how to do. Okay, let's see. If we want to come from kilo to hecto, we have to multiply it by 10. If we want to come from kilo to deca, we have to multiply it by 100. If we want to come from kilo to the base unit, that means kilogram to gram or kiloliter to liter, meter to meter, that means we have to multiply it by 1000. If we come from kilo to deci, we have to multiply it by 10,000. If we want to come from kilo to centi, we have to multiply with by 1 lakh. So this way, if we want to come from kilo to milliliter, that means 10 lakh. That is 1 million milliliter equal to 1 million milliliter equal to 1 kiloliter. 1 million gram equal to 1 kilogram. 1 million milligram equal to 1 kilogram. Okay, so this way. Now from low to high, that means if you come from milli to centi, that means we have to divide it by 10. If we come from milli to deci, we have to divide it by 100. If we come from milli to base, we have to divide it by 1000. Okay, so this way, milli to deca, that was divided by 10,000. So it will continue like this. If it is asked that if we want to convert centi to the base unit, that means you have to divide it by 100. So this way you are going to convert. Okay, so conversion is very important. So let's see how we are going to convert. Now we are taking the first question. That means convert into meter. Convert into meter. The first question is given 10 kilometer to 10 meter. Now how we will do? Now here this 210 meter, it is already in meter, so we don't need to convert this part, but we have to take this part. See, here we have 10 kilometer. Now we know to convert from kilometer to meter, what we have to do? See the chart. To convert from kilo to base unit, that is meter. Meter is the base unit of length. That means if we want to convert kilo to base unit, that means this one, kilo to the base unit, that is kilometer to meter, what we have to do? We have to multiply it by 1000. That means if we want to convert kilometer to meter, that means we have to multiply it by 1000. That means 10 kilometer means 10 into 1000 meter. That means 10 kilometer means 10,000 meter. And here we have already 210 meter. So that means 10 kilometer is already, we have calculated 10,000 meter, plus here we have already 210 meter. That means 10210 meter. So 10 kilometer 210 meter is equals to 10,210 meter. So you have converted this value into meter. So this way you have to do. Now another question. You have to convert 20 centimeter and 3 millimeter into meter. That means how many meter? Now see, 20 centimeter, first we have to convert 20 centimeter into meter, and second we have to convert 3 millimeter into meter. Then you have to add these two, then addition. Now if we want to go from centimeter to meter, now see the chart here. We are going from centimeter, that means from centimeter to the base unit, that means centimeter to the meter. We have to divide it by 100. And if we want to go from millimeter to see, if we want to go from millimeter to the base unit, that means millimeter to the meter, what we have to do? We have to divide it by 1000. So that means from 20 centimeter to meter, this 20 should be divided by 100. And from 3 meter to meter, we have to divide this 3 meter by 1000. Then we will get meter. That means here we will get 0.20 plus, so here we will get 0.20, and from here we will get 0.003. Now we have to add these two. Now here we will add 1 0 here. So if we add, then we will get 302. Yes, 302 That means 0.203 meter. So 20 centimeter 3 millimeter is equals to 0.203 meter. So this is the way how we are going to convert. Okay. So I think it is clear to all of you. Okay. So this way you have to convert the unit from one unit to another unit. Okay. So I think all of you have enjoyed this video and you have learned something about the units and how we are converting from one unit to another unit. Okay. So thank you. I'm ending this video here.